We assume we have fully explored Earth, but countless thousands of kilometers of deep, silent cave systems remain completely untouched. Deep beneath our feet, these dark underground chambers preserve terrifying historical secrets that modern science is only beginning to uncover. In 1994, 3 explorers in France found Chauvet Cave, sealed away from the outside world by a massive prehistoric landslide. Inside, they discovered breathtaking animal paintings that completely shattered previous scientific assumptions about the raw intelligence of early humans. Dating back 36,000 years, these stunning artworks represent the oldest and most technically advanced prehistoric cave paintings ever discovered. The ancient artists masterfully utilized visual perspective and shadows, cleverly using natural stone curves to create 3-dimensional animal muscles. Intriguingly, prehistoric artists depicted rapid movement by drawing horses with multiple legs, mimicking a modern slow-motion film reel. Deeply puzzling, successive generations of humans visited this sacred cave over thousands of years without ever altering previous drawings. This highly consistent behavior strongly suggests that Chauvet Cave served as an esteemed ancient temple of sacred knowledge. Today, the ancient footprints preserved in the hardened clay floor stand as silent witnesses to our incredibly sophisticated ancestors. Tucked away in the rugged Altai Mountains of Siberia, the small, inconspicuous Denisova cave appeared completely ordinary to early archaeologists. But in 2008, researchers excavating a 40,000-year-old layer unearthed a tiny, fragmented finger bone that changed everything: DNA. Analysis of this fossil revealed a completely unknown species of ancient human, distinct from both Neanderthals and modern Homo sapiens. Named Denisovans, genetic mapping proved they successfully interbred with modern humans, leaving a permanent genetic footprint in our DNA today. Up to 6% of the DNA in modern Melanesians and indigenous Australians is inherited directly from these mysterious Denisovans. This means a significant part of a forgotten human species still lives inside us, completely unrecognized until recently. Amazingly, the same cave layer contained physical remains of Denisovans, Neanderthals, and modern humans in close geologic proximity. Did these 3 distinct human species meet, trade, or live together inside this single mountain sanctuary during the Ice Age? While researchers look for definitive answers, Denisova Cave remains a critical key to rewriting our incredibly complex evolutionary tree. This single Siberian cave continues to hold secrets that challenge previous scientific dogmas about human origin and migration. Blue holes are deep, vertical underwater caves carved into the ocean floor, forming massive, highly complex subterranean tunnel networks. Dean's Blue Hole in the Bahamas plummets down 200 meters, presenting a highly treacherous environment for deep-sea divers. Inside this vertical cavern, a distinct barrier separates a freshwater top layer from the dense, toxic saltwater beneath. Descending past the toxic layer, divers made a chilling discovery, finding hundreds of fossilized bones on the dark cavern floor. The pile contained ancient skeletons of long extinct crocodiles, giant tortoises, and land mammals from a dry, prehistoric era. But among the extinct animals, divers discovered several human skeletons arranged in highly deliberate, ritualistic resting positions. Some human bones showed distinct traces of red ochre, a universal ancient mineral used specifically for sacred funerary rites. Thousands of years ago, before rising ocean levels flooded these dry caves, people descended here to bury their dead. What powerful rituals did our ancestors perform inside these dark, vertical pits before the ocean swallowed them forever? With most Bahamian blue holes remaining completely unexplored, unimaginable secrets still lie waiting on their silent floors. Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula is a massive limestone plateau completely devoid of surface rivers, with water flowing entirely underground. These spectacular flooded sinkholes are called cenotes, forming an incredibly vast network of subterranean rivers and water chambers. Systematic exploration of these cenotes revealed highly engineered underground roads, carefully cleared, leveled, and paved with flat stones. These underwater roads stretch for tens of kilometers, connecting various cenotes directly with the grand ruined cities on the surface. While the Maya built white, elevated highways above ground, discovering highly advanced paved roads underground was completely unexpected. Were these paved stone roads constructed before prehistoric ocean rises flooded the caves? Or did they work underwater? Many of these flooded routes lead directly to deep, hidden chambers containing pristine pottery and human skeletal remains. The ancient Maya firmly believed that cenotes were sacred gateways to Xibalba, the terrifying and highly dangerous underworld. To connect their physical world with the spirits, they literally constructed physical stone highways straight into the land of death. With over 400 kilometers mapped, scientists estimate they have only discovered 10% of this massive network. High in the steep mountain cliffs of Tigray, Ethiopian monks guarded a secret cave containing a massive treasure of ancient records. Inside this isolated cave, researchers discovered thousands of pristine ancient manuscripts written on parchment, animal leather, and papyrus. Dating from the 4th to the 6th centuries, the dry, sterile mountain air preserved these documents in incredibly flawless condition. This hidden archive served as a highly protected sanctuary, guarding sacred literature continuously for over 1,500 years. Among the ancient documents, scholars discovered theological texts written in forgotten Ethio-Semitic languages never recorded in any other source. These highly unique texts provide invaluable insights into the intense theological debates of early Christianity that were completely lost. Furthermore, the cave preserved the only surviving copies of ancient books whose original versions were completely destroyed elsewhere. To protect these sacred words from wars and foreign invasions, generation after generation of monks kept this library completely secret. The complete cataloging of this massive mountain archive is still ongoing, with each document challenging established theological history. The monks always knew this cave guarded the true history of their faith, protecting secrets the world was not ready to hear. In 1992, a curious villager in Zhejiang began pumping water from a small, seemingly bottomless pond near his house. As the water drained away, it revealed a massive, ancient artificial cave entrance leading deep into the solid mountain. Pumping out neighboring ponds uncovered a vast, hidden network of 36 colossal, hand-carved underground chambers. Some halls reached 30 meters in height, featuring gigantic stone pillars, sharp geometric arches, and complex connecting corridors. Every single wall, pillar, and ceiling is completely covered in highly regular parallel grooves, carved at a precise 60-degree angle. Modern engineers calculate that constructing this massive complex required over 2 million man-hours of brutal, highly organized labor. This monumental ancient undertaking is fully comparable to building a major pyramid, yet absolutely no written records of it exist. China possesses some of the most meticulously detailed historical records on Earth, but these 36 massive caves are never mentioned. We do not know who built them, what advanced tools they utilized, or why they carved these massive empty chambers. With no organic materials inside for scientific dating, the Longyou Caves stand as a silent monument of lost history. Malta is a tiny island in the Mediterranean, yet it holds the world's highest density of ancient, prehistoric, megalithic structures. The famous temples of Malta are significantly older than the Egyptian pyramids and Stonehenge, constructed by a completely lost civilization. In 1902, workers digging sewers accidentally fell through the ground, discovering a vast 3-story underground labyrinth. Named the Saflieni hypogeum, this massive prehistoric structure was partially built and partially carved directly into solid limestone rock. archaeologists excavating the chambers made a grim discovery, unearthing the skeletal remains of over 7,000 prehistoric humans. Dating back 5,000 years, the acoustics inside certain limestone chambers of this underground complex are incredibly unique. The human voice inside these chambers resonates precisely at 110 Hz, a frequency known to alter brain activity. This specific frequency triggers profound emotional states, deep meditation, and vivid, highly intense mental visions in humans. The ancient builders deliberately carved the limestone walls to create this exact, highly calculated acoustic and psychological effect. In one chamber, they discovered the Sleeping Lady, a famous small clay sculpture lying in a deep, peaceful sleep. Next to this famous sleeping figurine, researchers discovered distinct traces of red ochre, indicating sacred dream rituals. Did prehistoric people use this acoustic labyrinth to induce prophetic dreams, connecting with the underworld through altered consciousness? Then, around 2500 BC, the entire civilization of temple builders vanished rapidly, leaving no written records behind. They left behind only stone, thousands of bones, and the mysterious sleeping lady, forever silent in the pitch black. The final discovery is not about forgotten civilizations, but about ourselves, our origins, and how we became human. In 1984, a paleoanthropologist in Kenya noticed a tiny petrified skull fragment sticking out of a dry cliff. Excavations inside the cave deposits revealed the Turkana Boy, the most complete ancient human skeleton ever discovered. Preserving 80% of the bones, this fossil represents Homo ergaster, a direct and critical ancestor of modern Homo sapiens. Dating back 1.6 million years, the physical proportions of this ancient teenager were surprisingly and unexpectedly modern. Standing 185 centimeters tall, he possessed the narrow pelvis and long legs of a running athlete. This skeleton shattered the popular scientific model that human brains evolved first, with the physical body adapting later. Instead, our modern physical body fully formed 1 million years before our brains expanded to their current size. We inherited a highly optimized athletic body long before we developed the complex brain needed to utilize it. But the most striking feature of the Turkana Boy is his incredibly narrow thoracic spinal canal. This narrow canal indicates that the complex nerve pathways controlling fine breathing were not yet fully developed. The precise breathing control required for complex spoken speech was physically impossible for Homo ergaster to achieve. This ancient human possessed a completely modern body, but was still entirely unable to speak like we do today. This single skeleton from Kenya challenged decades of scientific consensus, opening profound questions about human speech. Each of these incredible cave discoveries represents a massive revolution in how we understand our ancient past. Together, they prove that the vast majority of human history still lies completely undisturbed beneath our feet. Every year, cave explorers discover massive chambers, and divers drop into newly formed deep-sea blue holes. Every year, some drain an ordinary pond only to find a colossal, unexplained 36-room palace beneath. The Earth is slowly giving up its classified secrets, proving our historical textbooks are severely incomplete. We are finally learning how to read the terrifying, ancient warnings carved into the silent stone. Which of these 10 incredible cave discoveries do you believe poses the most profound challenge to history? Drop your theories in the comment section below and let us know what you think is still hidden. Make sure to subscribe to Remnants of Time right now so you never miss another dark historical documentary. Hit the notification bell to join our elite circle of investigators before the algorithms bury these truths forever. Thank you for watching. Stay vigilant, keep questioning, and we will see you all in the next silence. Until then, remember that the ground beneath your feet is always keeping score. Sleep well.